Next up, we have Patrick with his very professional looking setup, much more professional than me. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, I had a few questions for you. The first one is I hear you throw around the term white supremacist
Ooh, we
quite
got a
often.
troll. We got a troll. Excellent. I'm going to have this
Okay, so
conversation
so
with you,
I know that
Patrick.
you're new to all of this, but troll refers to someone who's coming in bad faith and
I'm
just messing
so
with you. All of the questions
excited
that I'm
that we
going to
got a
ask you are in
a
good faith.
troll. This is a
So you use the
fantastic.
term white supremacist, racist quite often. What are you referring to when you say someone is a white supremacist? What does that mean?
I knew you were going to do this. I knew it. I saw your setup and I was like, this is going to be the guy that is the
I'm
troll.
just asking you to define a term that you're using quite often because I see the left throw that term against conservatives quite often, and I see someone who supported Pete Buttigieg in 2019 coming onto the right a little late, throwing that same term around to attack people who have been
Did
pushing
you
back against critical race theory for a little longer than you.
did you
So my
happen to
question is, what
read
is
the
a white supremacist? Can
article
you
that
define what that
can
means?
I answer your question, or are you going to just come on
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm allowing you to stay here right now, and I'm willing to have a
Answer the
conversation
question.
with.
Answer the question. Let's hear it.
If you keep interrupting me, I'm going to boot you off the stream. So if you want me to answer the question, you're going to be
I'm all
polite.
ears. I am all ears.
Did you happen to see the viral article that I wrote in February 2020 where I said I voted for Pete Buttigieg? Was this a great shock that I voted for Pete Buttigieg?
I am aware that you have talked about it, that it's not a secret. But my
No.
question was, what are you defining as a white supremacist?
What I'm defining as a white supremacist is anyone that focuses on the well being, or white positivity, or whatever the hell you guys are calling it now, of the white race to the detriment of everyone else. I do not believe in focusing on anyone in regards to their race, whether you're white, black, brown, Asian. I don't care. I want to focus on people as individuals. And when I'm hearing about a white well-being or white positivity movement with people who are only talking about how you can only have sympathy for people with skin that looks like ours, and that you shouldn't have sympathy for anyone whose skin does not look like ours, I have a little bit of a problem with that.
Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that really characterizes my perspective, but the issue that I see is that the left has basically said that every race gets to have a sense of identity except for white people, or in the sense, a positive sense of identity, right? The
I'm not
left
on the
talks about
left.
white identity. You can exist,
Hang
you can
on.
have a white identity, but it has to be
I'm
negative.
not on the left. I'm not on the left. I know you guys are saying that I am, but I am
I'm
in
not
real
saying you're
life.
on the left. I
I'm not on the
understand that
left. So
you're very socially liberal, but you consider yourself on the right. But my question,
no,
do
I
you think
consider
that white
myself a
people have the
libertarian.
moral right to have a positive sense of identity that is in no way negative
I
towards
think
other groups?
I think that every individual has a right to have a positive sense of individual identity, and I think every individual should have a positive sense of individual identity.
Of
I don't
individual identity, not group
no,
identity, though. So you don't think a black person
no.
has the right to have a positive black identity?
I think that every single person has the right to an individual positive identity. I think every single person should feel good about themselves, and I genuinely hope that people find a lot of reasons to feel good about themselves that has absolutely nothing to do with how they look.
Do you think it is morally wrong for a black person to have a sense of black identity?
I don't think anything is morally wrong,
You don't think
honestly. So,
anything is morally wrong?
nope.
So you're a total moral relativist, but you just said that these
Yes.
people that talk about white positivity and white well-being, you don't think there's anything morally wrong with that?
I think those people are dangerous, and history has shown us the danger of those movements, and I think that they are dangerous to
So
the
you do
safety and
think there's
well-being.
something morally wrong
Hey,
with
hey,
that?
hey, 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 Patrick, we're not interrupting me now. I think that those people are dangerous, and we've seen the danger of these movements in the past, and quite frankly, I don't want to support that type of movement in this country. Absolutely not. No, I think it's dangerous.
Okay, so you just said you don't think anything is morally wrong, but then you just provided a specific example of something that you think
I
is
think that
morally
no,
wrong.
the way I view the world, I don't think there is necessarily right or wrong. I think everything has multiple perspectives. I know for the type of experience I want to create for my life and the type of values I would like this country to have, I do not believe that a white identitarian movement is a positive move for the country. I do not think it's a good thing. I will not support it. If you want to be a part of it, that's your choice. We all have to make our own decisions.
And there's
But
nothing
I'm
morally
not
wrong with it.
I think we all live different lives. You are here for a different purpose than I am. We all come here with a different purpose. We all come here with a different thing we're supposed to do, with different lessons that we're supposed to learn. That's what I believe anyway. And your lessons or your experience in this life could very well be part of this white identitarian movement, and that's your choice. But am I going to sit back and just like, okay, white identitarians take over the country? Fuck no, because I don't want that experience in this country. You get one more question. You get one more. You got one more question.
Is the fact that you're married to an illegal immigrant? Do you think that maybe colors your perspective on all of this?
Well, it's not illegal. We had 2 interviews with ICE, and they blessed him. So is that your
wasn't he illegal at one point in time?
Yeah. Well, he was not. He was out of status. Yeah. And then he was put back, and then he was.
These are the type of people who are worming their way into conservatism, trying to establish themselves as
not a conservative.
They weren't here in 2016. They weren't here in.
Bing. I told him he got one more question, and now Patrick gets banned. I feel like I was the paragon of virtue in that discussion, I have to say. Okay, so to clarify for people in the chat that don't know, my husband came to this country legally. He overstayed his visa. We met. We fell in love. Knew I wanted to marry him on our second date. He got picked up and was going to be deported, and I said, well, time for a marriage. Time for a marriage. If it was just for the green card, he could have divorced me 6 years ago. We will be together 10 years in November. I love him very much. He is my soulmate. And ain't no bitch gonna call for his deportation on Twitter without me having something to say about it. All right.